You know you want to get people on your email list, but how do you actually do that? With a list building funnel. And this is when you create a lead magnet, or you might have heard the term freebie, and then you offer it to your target audience in exchange for their name and email address. And some of the key points about the lead magnet: it's free, it has to be irresistible to your target audience, because for most people it's going to be their first experience of you, so you really want to leave them with a good impression. And sometimes I think people are afraid to give away their best stuff in a lead magnet because they feel like they should be charging for their best content. But if you think of it as the first step in this customer escalation journey, then and then think about it like, if they have a really great first experience with you, they're more likely to continue on to your paid products. Then you can see that it's an investment in your future success. And again, if you've done your research, particularly your conversational research, that's going to give you a lot of really great content ideas for your lead magnet, because you'll know exactly what your target audience is looking for, the struggles they're having, and you'll have ideas for how to help them achieve a breakthrough or a small win. Next, we're going to get into my computer and go through a few more details about things that you should be considering when you're creating the content for your lead magnet. It can come in a bunch of different formats. Number one, just a PDF, either a workbook, a checklist, a guide, or a cheat sheet. A PDF is the most common form, and so it gets sent to the new subscriber just as an attachment to their email. It can also be a Trello board if you have a standard operating procedure or a process that you can set up and then share with them. It could be a quiz, which would require separate landing pages and email sequences for each quiz result. This can be really handy because you can start to segment your audience. If you have like 4 different profiles, for example, then you could have a quiz with 4 different, those 4 profiles would be the 4 results. So it's a great way of segmenting your audience. It is more work though. Or a calculator or a spreadsheet that does calculations automatically. Something like, what's the conversion rate of your funnel? That would be like a spreadsheet or a calculator that I would come up with. Your freebie could also be a mini course or an on-demand video, like a webinar. These are the most common formats that a lead magnet will come in. But no matter what the format is, it has to be immediately accessible to them. So we'll email them either the lead magnet itself, like as a PDF or a spreadsheet attachment, or a link to access it if it's a Trello board. If it's a quiz, the person goes through the entire quiz, and at the end, it says, if you want to see your results, please enter your email address here. You've probably taken a quiz like that in the past, but whatever it is, you want them to be able to get it immediately as soon as they give you their email address. The qualities of a good lead magnet are: 1, it's evergreen. So this means that it's always relevant and useful on its own. If, for example, you're teaching about Facebook ads and your lead magnet is talking about the latest iOS updates, that might not be relevant or useful 6 months from now. So you could use that for a blog post or a podcast episode, but not for your lead magnet. The second quality of a good lead magnet is that it's actionable. So you can ask yourself, what's a small but significant step your avatar, your ICA, can take right now to move them closer to their goals? So if your lead magnet is in the form of a PDF, we don't want it to just be a big block of text. You want to make it interactive. So you can think about, can you include a checklist or a worksheet or a habit tracker, some way that they can engage with your content rather than just consuming it passively. And the third quality is that it's aligned. You want it to complement the product, program, or service you plan to offer. And something that I heard recently is that your free content should help people achieve a breakthrough, not just teach them something, but what's a breakthrough that will get them closer to their goals, but also closer to wanting to continue working with you, like buying your course. And Your lead magnet will always include a call to action at the end. When you're first getting started, if you don't have a paid offer for them, your call to action can just be to follow you on social media. But you could also, the call to action could be to book a discovery call, join your waitlist, etc. We'll include the call to action on the thank you page of the funnel and on your actual lead magnet. So it'll be in two places. Now, there's a difference between the type of content that you should cover in your lead magnet versus your content platforms. And by content platforms or content marketing, I mean things that are on your podcast, your YouTube channel, your blog, or what you post on social media. So we're going to go through a couple key differences. So if you have an idea for your lead magnet, but you're like, is this good for lead magnet or should I make a podcast episode about it? This should help. The following guidelines. So we have content marketing. This content is open to the public. So anybody can see it. Anyone can get on your blog, listen to your podcast, watch your YouTube videos. Your lead magnet, this content is gated. Gated meaning that they have to give you their name and email address in order to access it. Content marketing can be topical, doesn't have to be, but it can be something that's currently going on in your audience's world. A lead magnet, like I said earlier, has to be evergreen, so it will always be relevant and useful to your audience because you don't want to have to change it every couple months. You want to make a really good lead magnet and just have it work for you for a long time. Content marketing always ends with a call to action to sign up for your lead magnet and or subscribe to your YouTube channel or your podcast. It can have two different call to actions. Your lead magnet will always end with a call to action, but that CTA is going to be to move to the next step in the funnel, whether that's getting on your wait list, booking a discovery call, etc. So now you know some of the things that you should be considering when you create the content for your lead magnet. And again, if you've done your conversational research, this is going to be way easier because you're going to be able to create something that really delivers on what your target audience is looking for. And in the next few videos, I will show you how to create that list building funnel around that lead magnet that you now have ideas for. So stick around for those. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.